In this video, I'm gonna show you how I connect the PedalBot MIDI controller to my BOSS GT1 to control the patch selection on the BOSS GT1. By default, the BOSS GT1 patch selection can only be done by using the up and down switches to scroll through the presets without the ability to skip directly to a preset of choice. This makes it a bit of a challenge, especially when doing live performances. For example, you want to go from one preset to another, but you need to scroll through the other presets and make a necessary sound. Now, using the PedalBot MIDI controller, we can now make a connection just by using any ordinary printer USB cable between the PedalBot MIDI controller and the BOSS GT1, and then program it in its individual switches so that we can assign each preset to its own switch. To do this, we connect the USB cable to the USB host port on the PedalBot MIDI controller, and then the other end of the USB cable to the BOSS GT1 USB port. By default, the PedalBot MIDI controller doesn't yet support the BOSS GT1, so we need to set it up first using the settings, and then we turn on the USB function for BOSS GT1. After we click Save button, the PedalBot will now reboot, and then it already have communication access to the BOSS GT1. We can now click each of the PedalBot switches, and then the BOSS GT1 is already responding with the presets. In order for us then to assign a preset to a corresponding switch on the PedalBot, we now customize each switch and then select a preset of our choice and then save it for each of the switch. Each switch can contain at least two presets. One is called the on preset, and then the other one is called the off preset. The PedalBot is able to contain two presets for each of the switch, which makes it 8 all in all, and that is only for one bank. The PedalBot is able to reach up to 16 banks, so that is 2 per switch, 8 per bank, and then 128 in total for all the 16 banks. However, the BOSS GT1 can only reach up to 100 presets, so we can only utilize that much. We can see here that I continuously assigned presets on each of the switches on the PedalBot so that I can do my own customization. For example, here I want the acoustic preset, and then I want the PRS clean preset assigned to the switch 1. And then I also edit the switch 3 so that I can assign preset 5 and then preset 4, and then save it. And then I also do the same thing on the switch 4 so that I can assign another preset, another 2 presets to it. Now here I am making sure that each of the switches on the PedalBot are working properly and are assigned with the preset that I want. Now pressing switch 2 and switch 4 simultaneously makes the PedalBot goes up one bank, and then each other bank contains another set of switches that we can assign a preset to. So every time we press switch 2 and switch 4 simultaneously, it goes up 1 bank, and then each time that we press switch 1 and switch 3 simultaneously, it goes down 1 bank. So we can go up to bank 16 and then go down to bank 1. The beauty of this setup is we can now make use of the up and down button on the BOSS GT1 as manual mode, which means we can assign a particular button. For example, the down button, we can assign it to the overdrive function, and then assign the up button to the delay function of the BOSS GT1. At this point, we want to power down the PedalBot and the BOSS GT1, and then power them up again to make sure and check that the memory of the presets that we assign on each of the switches on the PedalBot stays the same. So there you have it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and hope you can make use of this same setup so that we can all enjoy the functionality of the BOSS GT1. Thanks everyone for watching.